Here are the top 6 games I think you should try on the Meta Quest 2. Number 6, First Steps. Now hold on, I know some of you who already have a Quest may be slightly outraged I even put this one on the list. But for everyone I've introduced VR to with the Quest, I've used this free app. It's much better at walking you through the basics with your controllers, how to grip items and interact with objects in VR, and it won't make you motion sick, which some VR games can easily do. And you'll be able to tell how likely that is by the rating in the Quest store. Plus, with this app, you get to dance with an alien, and watching someone do that with a headset on is always very entertaining. Number 5, keep talking and nobody explodes. If you've opened up a Quest 2 with others around and you want everyone to be able to participate in the fun, this is definitely a game to try out. It's $14.99, and how it works is the person with the headset on is in charge of defusing a bomb before the timer runs out. They have to describe the different puzzles around the bomb to the other players in the room, who will look at a PDF on their phones and try to guide the person through successfully defusing the bomb. Number 4, Supernatural. If you got a Quest to have fun with, but also you were curious about working out with it, Supernatural is an excellent workout app for the Quest. It's kind of like if Peloton made a VR app. There's different experiences to try, good music to work out to, and different coaches to help push you to the next level. The only downside is it costs $19.99 US a month, but you can sign up for a free trial to see if it's worth it to you. For me, it was fun to try, but I get just as much enjoyment and, more importantly, just as much of a cardio workout from the game that takes my number 1 spot. But before we get to that one, let's take a look at the game that takes the number 3 spot, Vader Immortals. This game will immerse you in the world of Star Wars, bringing you face to face with Vader himself, and holy is he tall. And yes, you do get to wield a lightsaber. This game is the perfect showcase for VR game storytelling and immersion. I've never come closer to feeling like a real-life Jedi Knight. And if Star Wars isn't your thing, but Marvel is, there's a new Iron Man game out for the Quest that's a similar concept. It's just more expensive than the first Vader Immortals game, which is why it didn't make my list. Number 2, I Expect You to Die. This game places the person wearing the Quest headset in a variety of sticky situations as a British spy. You have to try and get out of these situations successfully and not die, which, don't worry, that will still happen a lot. What's really fun about this game is it's incredibly entertaining to watch somebody else play, and it's a great game to cast the game footage from the Quest headset to either a Google Chromecast or Cast-enabled TV. And you can do this right from within the Quest 2's settings menu. It's also a fun game to play and watch because there's actually more than one way to get out of each situation. Now, before we get to the game that takes my number 1 spot, if you're more of a console gamer, there are a few I'd recommend checking out, like Resident Evil, NFL Pro Era, and Blade and Sorcery. Now, if this is your first experience with a VR headset, I would personally recommend staying with experiences in games that keep you stationary. Do that first, and then work your way up to games that involve more and more movement. This should hopefully mitigate any scenarios where you're going to feel a lot of motion sickness. Also, while many games don't have free trials, if you purchase a game and end up not liking it, you can request a refund. As of this recording, Meta's return policy is that you can ask for a refund for apps you purchase if you've used the app for less than 2 hours and you've requested that refund less than 14 days after you've purchased the app. Alright, and taking the number 1 spot, you could already probably guess by now, it's Beat Saber. This is the game that keeps me coming back to my Quest time and time again. It turns your controllers into lightsabers as you slash through boxes timed to music from artists like Lizzo, Lady Gaga, Panic at the Disco, Billie Eilish, The Weeknd, and many others. It's fun to play as yourself as a nice cardio exercise, with friends to compete to see who can get the best score, and you can also play it online with friends as well. Now, I know I'm just one person picking 6 games out of a lot of apps you can play on the Quest. So, if you have a different set of games you'd recommend for the Quest 2, let me know what your top 6 are in the comments below. And if you want a deeper dive into the Quest 2 and everything you can do with it, check out the 6 months later full review I did of the Quest 2, and you can get to that video by clicking on the thumbnail to the right. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked this video, you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And if you want to further support the channel, click that join button below. For 6 months later, I'm Josh Tedder. Thanks for watching.